here up towards mid and go very fast.
Oh yeah, they're looking to go in with the Fury and already getting the first blood. 2 kills coming out from mwzera as they take the advantage into the A site. Unorthodox right now is they're still trying to clear towards the site. ardiis trying to fight in the back, but gets knocked down here by dgzin. A 3-on-2 now, as Sam is now discovered by the Trailblazer. Look at FURIA, just moving across the map. They don't care for this plant, they just want to fight, but NRG does so as well. In the flick of an eye, it becomes now mazin on a 2 versus 1, having to clutch this towards the B-side plant.
Just unawares there for a moment on U-Haul control. Easy kills from mazin. No util up just yet as it's counting down. There's a guiding light for him to detect, to get a little bit of info. Quick shots coming in from... Ooh, aggressive wall once again. There's the showstopper. Victor and ardiis down. Wow!
We had a reckoning available too for the retake. For Sam, as you wanted to try to play on that information, fall back and react, but they had no time to react with those instant kills coming out from the duelists, dgzin and mwzera. And this is going to be a long attempt of a save now for the last 2 players of NRG. Already going through the TP, finesse falls, and it's up to crashies. Being lurked up now by QCK with support from nwzera. Gets the first one. Ardiis to rotate from this A site to B for support. Here comes the full hit. But it still crashes on his own as ardiis falls on a rotate to spawn. Big Trailblazer to get a hit and a smoke to actually protect Khalil. He gets 2 kills on that, and that's the orbital strike that we just talked about. 23 seconds left, but at least Sam gets the kill onto mazin. 3-on-3 is the 3-on-2 rather, as the pit's still up. They're covering down towards the spawn. Victor head to head. Op versus Op. Up against dgzin and Khalil, the last 2 players alive for FURIA into this round. And as Victor peeks out, dgzin gets the aggressive push in. A 2v2 now, 2 rifles make that 1 rifle, and a brainstorm for the headshot.
They do it again?
Swing out for mwzera, Trailblazer from behind.
Oh my, it's a dance.
I don't think it saw a finesse though. As crashies falls, he still gets the kill to mazin. So that's the spike down and the snake bite onto nwzera. Upshot misses as Sam gets the kill onto dgzin. Up to Khalil now to 3 versus 1. TP's across towards the A site. 3 players already there. Gets the first one there, the second one. Oh, that's a wall bang! Control of the orb too. A low buy coming out for NRG. Snake bite to delay from finesse as he falls back. We got judges, vandals, bulldogs. As both snake spites already used. Oh my! That went through the TP from the A site.
Beep boop. That was saucy. Very nicely done. Coming out of Victor right there. And I was wondering, here's almost have a fight on hookah. I was wondering when that exchange for the alt orb and shower would change. FURIA was getting that for free over and over. Once you get the Viper wall and the Sage wall in, it's next to impossible to break that.
I've got your trail.
Snake bite slow to start things off. Nice shot from finesse. Swapping nwzera from the air. Orbital strike on the attack. We've played out towards U-Haul.
Yeah.
Sam is also waiting in there. Counter seekers coming out from the defenders as it does get the hit onto dgzin. ardiis trying to move forward. Flushed out by a molly. Forced to fall back. Makes it back safely at least as 3 players are closing in. Nice pain shells towards towels as now the spike falls. Now the battle of the new barrel. Out towards the changes of the A bind. mazin fights back onto crashies, but still at a disadvantage or FURIA.
NRG are doing all of this while Sam's still in sight, so great delay.
Wants to make sure that FURIA, if they decide to TP towards the B site, could be there, but it's not needed. Somehow dgzin opens up the site again, and the plant punting Sam at low HP in a 2 versus 1.
FURIA right back to planting the spike. And now Sam, this harbor unbind, can he get the clutch?
1 enemy remaining.
There is that wall bang to answer back at the mazin, but he's now down to 6 HP. Trying to find dgzin here and forces out the high tide.
Blocking fire.
The cove then onto the tap. The gulag to come through, but he steps out of it and gets punished once again. Pulls out the reckoning. Bodies flying everywhere, but it's still FURIA with the first blood. Trying to delay as much as we could, but we've delayed enough for the rotate to come across. Operator in the hands of Victor. All of the members of NRG is rotated across. Operator now lost. Pit to cover out towards U-Haul as Sam finally answers back. And he's going to have to do heroic plays. The full slice double pit pretty much.
They're still in sight, and FURIA is taking it.
Yep, and the wall bang onto mazin, and a second
Okay.
one onto Endo. You can see somehow is getting all these kills through the smoke. Oh my gosh. 1 versus 1 up to dgzin once again.
He saw,
Spots finesse. Closing in on the gap. The legs are peeking out.
Just hunting. Buying game here.
So interesting.
Oh,
3
the
players playing
TPs.
towards the TP as they're going through. For a FURIA, Trailblazer and Pair on the site, the double to push across. There's that trade, but there's still 2 players to close in on the crashies. And he does his job. A 3 versus 3. Finesse on the reeler for that double kill himself. A great start for NRG into the second pistol.
Wow, okay, things slow down for just a second here, thanks to ardiis, but mid's getting pushed. Victor with another frenzy.
Not enough time here for QCK to come on a rotate to support his teammate. Now has to clutch a 3 versus 1 with only a ghost. The first tap onto the spike, the spray across. The wall comes down on the other end, still gets the second kill. It's a 1 versus 1, but finally Victor is there with the frenzy. We hear the TP out towards the A side,
Great
and it's
coverage.
mazin that gets the kill into crashies. Almost a punishment there onto 1, but it's still NRG at a disadvantage.
CK. They're finding
Tap
it.
onto the spike. 2 left alive now for NRG. It's ardiis and Victor on a 2 versus 3. Victor going inside the Cloudburst for the kill of the dgzin. Big kill to get as he gets traded off by mazin. ardiis on a 2v1. Makes it twice. Makes it 49 HP. ardiis in the ambulance. What's them? Get from hookah. There's finally the first blood on the attempt for the retake for FURIA. As we've eaten up on a 4v4. Big flash now coming out from NRG as they pick up 3 kills out of that, leaving mwzera by himself. A great hole for NRG on the post line off crashies flash. And this will seal the round now for NRG. The triple swing there. Furious are closing into the new boxes. Saw him with an off angle down towards towels as dgzin does make the operator ring to make it the player advantage for FURIA on this retake. And it's working out for the defenders. The lurk doesn't work out, but the flash it will. It's gonna blind so many, but he only gets 1. It's at halfway. It's up to ardiis. He does get the first pick. The second one.
silly.
And back onto the tap.
Okay.
But then finally,
There's a few that land on the spot on the box at B and in cubby. As the B site happens, mazin is ready.
ardiis had to stay alive here. And that res, and it's mazin to get 2. Finally, finesse answers back. 40 seconds left. NRG does have util for this if they want to try to clear it. Oh, looking for the walk play instead.
This would be huge. Oh, they're not even guns out!
Spike down A.
13 seconds left. Victor will hear the
10
TP at least for
seconds
1 player. But dgzin's already around the corner. There's the Blaze Storm. Up draft and the right click.
The site slowly with this wall. It's hard for anybody in U-Haul to take this fight. And you never really want to stack everyone in U-Haul. So that 2v1 becomes NRG's once again.
Reckoning 2, Khalil now has to dance around. Along his teammates as well, and there's that TP towards that
30
B site,
seconds
but I've
left.
mentioned that push from mazin. Now the off angle towards the garden. Satchel in, he plays the Asians game, and it's cleared by Song this time around. Only 1 more to go. Nice shot, nice 2 shots from Khalil. A 3v1 now, at least a spike is planted for NRG. Khalil is leaning, lurking into the site. Some looking for the ground control back towards elbow.
Launching smoke.
And all they need to do now is play the pulse plant.
So smart.
Orbital
Pushing
strike
hookah.
into hookah. The peak, he saw the second player being finesse. But then Song gets that lurk from behind for the final kill. And it's NRG with the comeback and wins the first map 13-11.
We saw a very similar game when NRG played 100 Thieves and the attack that they were able to bring in that game as well.
Because of that position from dgzin. Oh, the fake clear, but at least a recon dart does get the ping onto the defenders into the A site.
Last player
But
standing.
somehow we answer back for FURIA. It's up to crashies on a 2 versus 1.
Enemy remaining.
Gets the second onto the board, back into a 1v1.
20 HP.
No information where dgzin is at. So he goes for the plant. dgzin activated the tailwind, and there's the shot. Oh, crashies almost made it out safely. Another one in the column of first deaths. For the rest of NRG, though, with 20 seconds left,
Fall
moving
line.
now into the C site. crashies opens it up at least for 1. But there's still 1 hiding inside of this pit, and finally, should I say the poison orb is stopped here by Som. 10 seconds left on the clock, having to come in for a
10
plant,
seconds
finally
left.
comes down. But it's planted safe. crashies off the Nebula coming through. Somehow dgzin with the Spectre gets the pick off. Som answers back after shot to try to clear out the defender's push. As now Som spots both of them. We'll get the support from Finesse as they're trying to go for the jiggle in the crossfire setup. And now with the swing out, they're able to hold it finally for NRG to get the round.
So
Rolling
quick.
Thunder into the site, the dash. Now we observe that the site's clear. But the reckoning comes in here for the
How's
retake.
the lockdown game work? Lockdown number 2, when? Where? They're just buying time right now. It's not been planted, so the lockdown is kind of fizzling out here. They obviously won't see any members of FURIA coming back in, but they are going to receive a lockdown of their own here from Khalil.
Meanwhile, though, Som has been picked off when he was trying to go for that lurk on long C. So the
Hunter's
advantage
Fury.
comes in. Hunter's here to stop the lockdown. That was placed down by FURIA. But with that, though, we're still storming in, flooding into the site. 2 kills comes out for mwzera. A key player for FURIA's success on Haven. So now we have to play through the high tides, through the sprays. It's planted for them. They're trying to get the reloads and the kills. Finally, Victor gets them
More
both.
spams?
One enemy
And
remaining.
make that even a third, and that's gonna be once again.
Both sides to start off.
Oh my gosh.
dgzin's pushes
down.
never
And a third.
fail.
Woo! The hat trick now. What? He's not gonna cheer yet because they're still alive in the game here, but those are some clean
He
shots.
gets 2 more. You get Pincata's sheriff face on watch. Oh my word. Push through mid here. Finesse now trying to work the map, hoping that that kind of disruption of favor
Enemy remaining.
got FURIA out of position, but they're still very aware, very ready. Mazin.
And with that high tide though, look at the high tide from where
30
dgzin's going
seconds
behind. He's playing an off angle into sewers and finally gets spotted, has to fall back and help his teammates. The plant comes down, Finesse saves the planter. And that's ardiis with a judge with a kill. Oh my god, what a kill by dgzin! The flick across, the advantage back for FURIA. It's up to Victor and Som. Both on the swing open, almost got their
Last
flick up to
player
the fifth.
standing.
But it becomes a 1 versus 1. Victor's still out in the open, could reposition.
On attack. We'll see if they've gotten enough for NRG at 6. Is that what's going to work? Already into the site.
There's
No
a
real
first
cover,
gift. The
though.
second one here with a nice recon dart. Finesse gets the kill. Saw him and just
There's
pinged
the
there.
ping.
Look at that, just a high-low. Off the fly. That's a 3rd player to fall now for FURIA. At least they'll get the plant down. QCK is making so much noise. This is heard by ardiis for sure. So it's going to be a double swing back towards the spawn.
Last player
And
standing.
it's a 1-for-1.
Finish.
Great
Second
push.
one now spotted, and like I mentioned, the flank from behind. Big fault line
There it
coming
is.
up. Gravity well
Oh
too.
my
And that's a
gosh.
kill coming out from Victor. Gravity well. And now the cosmic divide for the attempt of the
One
retake.
enemy remaining.
But it comes crashies on
Enemy
a 2
remaining.
versus 1.
is ready.
Letting it go for a delay with a snake bite. Still a second one available. And this might be it here for QCK to be able to
He's
get
good
it.
on that one.
There's
He's good on that
tap.
one.
Trying to get it into the halfway mark. QCK running up.
gonna
The
drop.
wall's about to drop. And with the wall dropping, QCK. dgzin's trying to get a timing. Aftershock to try to delay, try to push them back. But FURIA still committed into the C-site hit. Finesse answers back, but mazin and FURIA are still battling. And winning these 1 by 1.
A little bit of that second layer with the cascade going
Spike
out towards
planted.
spawn. That's what we were talking.
mazin being a
flight.
thorn on the side of the retake attempts of NRG with this utility from the harbor.
Recon ready.
At least we have an aftershock kill. That's up from the heavens, down towards hell. And that's mwzera. No flashes to fight back. Fault line then to come through, and that might be the call for NRG to finally move in, and that's dgzin holding at the bottom, now being pinged out. Trying to look and trying to escape, but somehow, wow! mazin runs through the smoke with a crossfire setup. Hunter's Fury is not going to be used. It's going to be used for the retake instead. With the Cosmic Divide available for Som 2, and the fault line initiates
This is
the
a big flank.
hit and the retake attempt from NRG. And there's that first Hunter's Fury kill onto QCK. Gets a second one onto mazin, but dgzin is pushing towards the spawn. Here is that double flank coming in here from NRG. Trying to clear towards the site. It's not being looked here on the right. And Khalil does get the kill. It's traded up. It's on a 2 versus 1 up to crashies. Making a lot of noise here. He has to do it, but dgzin turns around. And so does FURIA to turn around over and the map over in their favor. And with that, we will be going into a 3rd map.
Out of this situation. Ooh. Patient dog.
No stun there, but
There's
a
the
dash
dash.
right into the alarm bot and a nanoswarm to come out, but that doesn't matter for the rest of NRG. We've moved in for a plant off the cove, and ardiis now has control at the back of the B site. Triple flank coming out from FURIA right now, though.
They made good ground. They're actually waiting in spawn right now for this 3 stack to get out towards B long and create the pressure for the retake.
So FURIA is not allowing here NRG to
Good
play the
shot.
pulse slant. One make it away, but Victor still gets picked on by mwzera. Here comes the fight. Long range finesse with the Sheriff. But the fight comes back here inside the B site. Both players moving in from long B, and both players getting dropped by NRG.
Wow.
Behind the Trailblazer, but ardiis couldn't get that kill into spawn. Look at FURIA rotating across all the way back towards spawn. Don't want to play the retake from long B. But this little retake's gonna be so slow.
What's the move? Did he fly in the back of Hall?
Yeah,
Doesn't even
the
have
high tide
dash.
to come out. Okay, the high tide crosses towards the back of the halls. Flash to flash, and it's a surprise one from Song. The spray with the Ares with the second one too. dgzin moving in. And that Ares did a lot of damage into the round. Time for QCK to save and for NRG to move up.
Hard to
Before you
retake.
could actually get the retake coming in from Art. And there is that noise being made. 2 of them spraying from the flower pots.
These are
Flash is coming
crossfires.
out just to try to blind a bit, but that clock is ticking down way too
Mazin.
quickly in the eyes of FURIA.
The turn!
But they're still falling in. Kills are still coming out for NRG, and it's not going to happen. This round's got to come in for NRG no matter what. With the last 2 pillars on the long range defense.
Oh, it gets the op!
Orb to come up, pushing up dgzin. And onto this time, and dgzin scoping down, and finesse turns back.
Oh my gosh. That's a little revenge from the bind kill right there.
And both.
And crashies has time to flash out with the team.
The beauty of the double controller.
Yeah.
crashies is still looking for the control towards the back of the site, nonetheless. Everything is being shot down. There's that final nanoswarm. Khalil gets the flick onto the kill. We actually only have 13 seconds left into the round. Cove gets picked up, but at least Som gets the plant. Finesse continuing to lurk. Now the lockdown's even broken right away.
mwzera.
2v2. Now NRG knows there's a flanker from long B. The jump
Found
spot
him.
to confirm it from Victor. It's gonna have to be a timing from both mazin and mwzera. While Victor and Finesse continues with the crossfire from B-Link in the back of the B site.
Backing up.
Now into 1v1s. Individual fights, both one on either end. Up to Victor now against mwzera.
There is time.
Clock is ticking, yes, but they have to come with a tap at least now.
He knows.
Just waiting. Victor swings across.
swing!
The flick! The 4 came to the round.
Here it goes. Ouch. Ouch. ardiis has to move. Delay plan.
Here.
He moves in for a kill on top of that.
Crazy stuff. Just
There's
wild.
a lockdown coming in.
What
Finesse
is happening?
somehow gets 2 kills in the back of control.
It's like he opened his eyes. 2 kills were there.
And you're now
Incredible
securing,
knowledge.
pretty much secured this last round. The pit to cover the back lines. The ult to delay from Victor. And the last 2 players of FURIA trying to move in from the B-Link, where you have everything you need here. 5 players alive for NRG. Prevent the round from turning in favor of FURIA. But this man is still alive right
mwzera.
here. Finally stopped by Som with the operator. Up to mazin in a 3 versus 1, but that clock's now ticking down. Securing the round here for NRG. They'll end the half now, 8-4, as the spike will go off. Especially after that flash that confirms that he's playing back there. FURIA now moving in. Victor popping both nanoswarms just to cover one angle before we close in. And it's a 1-for-1. Thankfully through the cascade. Finesse was still able to get a kill. Plant now comes down, mwzera
good
pushing
find.
towards the spawn. But here's an off angle by Khalil. A close angle. And it's won. So far, everything's being won by FURIA.
Oh my gosh, he lives blind.
Just fighting behind the pillar.
Last
Ghost
player standing.
versus the Frenzy. And crashies versus the World.
Oh, cool.
And the World comes. Got the body shot there onto
Yeah.
Som. Armor is gone. And Victor, both him and Finesse push forward into B-Long to punish mazin on alert. So that will now force FURIA to rush into the A site with no A main control. Especially as Khalil falls with 2 players greeting him right there.
Dash or not, dgzin fearlessly heading in the sight, and the trades back and forth. Operator online.
The flash and the peek out the blade storm. 1 for 1.
The trade.
Song tries to fall back, but still being hunted, still being chased. The uptrap out from dgzin, but it's saved by Finesse. Now even the Trailblazer clear out towards Art. Just delays now. What else can you do here for FURIA? High tied up and all 3 players already there, so time to try to move in. Finesse hears the footsteps trying to get the spray through the high tide, and there's that Viper pit.
Spike planted.
Wow. Spamming him down.
Lee Spike is planted. No utility here for Finesse, but there is flashes available. First one being used by crashies. Second one for a 4-player push inside.
Finesse, knowing the angles he can find around this Viper wall, tries to prime those for an attack. 4v2 on this.
Right click misses, but the shorty does get the kill, traded off by the turret. Now a real 2 versus 1 as the turret falls. The tap onto the spike, the victor kill. Have it available for mwzera.
I've got your trail.
And used. Artist with the first shot does find it. A quick lurk down long B, and this rest of the hit's gonna go all the way back to A.
And that's crashies. A dash away from dgzin, allowing QCK to pick up that kill. Reckoning going inside the site, and Som's trying to find the timing here. Reckoning now disappears, and Som moves inside the site just by the dugout. The first one, the kill from behind. They thought the site was clear, gets the wall bang on the second one. Up to 2 players left now for FURIA to keep the dream alive. Make that even 1. Instantly stopped and denied by NRG. As the race continues for this team to secure a playoff spot, and FURIA still had to fight, still had to win another game to try to secure their own playoff spot.
And what a round again by Finesse in the back of the site. Pivotal in being able to control anything past the coffee shop in A, past default plant, and there, staying silent to stay deadly. Nobody was even looking at him on the site take. They were reading FURIA's game so well onto Pearl. After we had 2 13-11s, I expected another close one, but NRG had that distance in them now. They seem so much more comfortable getting onto these maps, and we saw everybody fragging around the board.